So friends, today we will study numerical integration. So in the last video we saw numerical methods, that is two methods, Newton-Raphson and regular Falsey method. Today we will discuss numerical integration. So numerical integration is nothing but the process of obtaining approximately the value of a definite integral, that is integration from a to b y dx, without actually integrating the function y, but only using the values of this y at some point of x equally spaced order this interval a to b. So we present here to this we present two rules here or formulas to obtain the value of definite integral, that is integration from a to b by dx numerically. So the two rules or formulas are Simpson's one-third rule, and second one is Wedel's rule. So this is second one is Wedel's rule. So we use common steps for applying only means any of this rule. So there are some common steps for applying to find the approximate value of both the rules. So first the step is we divide the interval a comma b into n equal parts. First what we do, we divide the interval a comma b into n equal parts with width h. So this h is nothing but what? Difference between the points b to a, that is b minus a divided by n, that is number of parts. So we divide our interval a to b as a is equal to x naught, means we take this first point as initial point, that is x naught. Next we divide x1 as x naught plus h, means x naught plus width h. x2 is x1 plus x naught plus 2h, and so on up to xn is x naught plus 2h. This xn is nothing but our last point, that is b. So we divide our interval into n parts. If you divide this interval with n parts, then you will get n plus 1 points. If you divide this interval with n parts, that is first it is a is taken as x naught, next is x1, x2 and so on up to this b is nothing but xn. So it is x naught to xn. If you take x1 to xn, then there are n parts. But we are taking from x naught to xn, therefore plus this x naught plus 1. If you divide this interval a comma b with n parts, then you will get, with n intervals, then you will get n plus 1 points. So also let for these points y naught is equal to f of x naught, and for x1 y1 is equal to f of x1 and so on. Yn is equal to f of x1 be the corresponding values of y is equal to f of x. Now we set all the values of y is equal to f of x at equidistance points of x. So that is given as like this. We tabulate like this. So we take y row and x row and y row. So in x row we take first initial point x naught, which is nothing but what? Our first point a. Next x1, x2, x3 and so on up to xn. Now xn is nothing but last point b. Similarly, for x naught our function is nothing but y naught. For x1 our function is y1, and for x2 it is y2, for x3 it is y3 and so on. For xn it is yn. So this is our table. By using this table we apply the rules, that is Simpson one-third rule and Wedel's rule. So first we see what is Simpson one-third rule. Simpson one-third rule. So it is given as I is equal to, that is integration from a to b, y dx is equal to h by 3. Now h is nothing but what? Width. So y0 plus yn plus 4 into y1 plus y3 plus y5 plus and so on yn minus 1 plus 2 into y2 plus y4 plus and so on plus yn minus 2. So here I have taken first value of y and last value of y at once plus 4 into all the odd terms up to n minus 1. All the odd terms you can see here, y1, y3, y5 up to yn minus 1. All the odd terms into 4 plus 2 into all the even terms. So this is our Simpson one-third rule or formula. So here derivation is not required. You have to remember only this formula. Similarly, Wedel's rule is given as, formula for Wedel's rule is I is equal to 3h by 10 into summation of I goes from 0 to n k into yi. This k is nothing but 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 5, 7, 5, 1, 6 and so on. The value of k is this, and this is again given as, it should be noted that when n is equal to 6, here in summation when n is equal to 6, the Wedel's rule is given as I is equal to integration from x naught, that is a, to x naught plus nh is nothing but what? Our b, but we have here n is equal to 6. So 6h y dx is given as 3h by 10 into y0 plus 5y1 plus y2 plus 6 y3 plus y4 plus 5 into y5 plus y6. This is Wedel's formula or Wedel's rule. Here h is nothing but width. So here in Wedel's rule also derivation is not required. You have to remember the formula. So now using these formulas, let us find some let us solve some examples. So before solving examples, we have some note here. So note number 1 is, when we divide the interval a to b into n parts, there will be n plus 1 values, as I told you. So if you divide this interval a to b, a comma b, into n parts, then you will get n plus 1 values, because here our parts start from x0 to xn. If we start from x1 to xn, then there will be n values, but we are starting from x0. So including this x0, we will get n plus 1 values. So that is given as here x is equal to x, which is a is equal to a0, x1, x2 up to xn. Xn is nothing but what? B. So these are n plus 1 values. The corresponding values of y, also n plus 1 in number, are referred to as the ordinates. Now these points or values x0, x1, x2 up to xn, these all points are or values are nothing but ordinates. So these points are ordinates, and between x0 to x1, x0 to x1, or x1 to x2, x2 to x3, so these all are subintervals. So these all are parts, and the points x0, x1, x3 up to xn, these all are ordinates. So points are ordinates and the parts are these x1 to x2, x0 to x1. These all are parts. So this is one part, this is one part, x2 to x3 is one part. These are parts, and the points x0, x1, x2 up to xn, these are ordinates. So we can conclude that if there are n plus 1 ordinates, there must be n equal parts. So it is very important to note that to apply Simpson's one-third rule, n must be multiple of 2. If you want to apply Simpson's one-third rule, n must be an even number. Multiple of 2 means what? N must be an even number. And to apply Wedel's rule, n must be multiple of 6. When n is equal to 6 or multiple of 6, all the rules can be applied to find approximate value of given interval. Let us see how to solve examples by using Simpson's one-third rule and Wedel's rule. So here I have taken one example. Evaluate integration from 0 to 1 dx divided by 1 plus x square by using Simpson's one-third rule, taking 4 equal strips. So here they only gave to use Simpson's one-third rule. So our definite integral is I is equal to integration from 0 to 1 dx divided by 1 plus x square. Now our y is nothing but 1 divided by 1 plus x square. So they gave, we only consider the interval here. So what are the interval here? A to B. So A is nothing but here 0 and B is 1. So our interval is what here? 0 to 1. So first step is we have to divide this interval 0, 1 into how many strips they gave? 4 equal strips. Strips means what? Parts. So we have to divide this interval into 4 equal parts. Strips means 4 equal parts. Into 4 equal strips or parts. So our n is equal to what here? 4. N is equal to 4. Parts are 4, but ordinates are always 5. So you can see here like this. Suppose this is our interval 0, 1. This is our interval. Our x0 is what here? 0. So we divide this into 4 equal strips. Equal means first we take 1. Next what we have to take? 2. That we will see later. First we divide this interval into 4 equal strips. For that first we find length of each strip. So length is nothing but what? Our width. So which is h, which is given as b minus a divided by n. What is our b here? B is 1, this one, minus a is 0 divided by n is what? 4. So our width is 1 by 4. So width is 1 by 4. H is equal to 1 by 4. Therefore, our points are here. First x0 is 0. That is 0. Next is what? x1 is what? x0 plus h. So 0 plus h. 0 plus 1 by 2. So x1 is 1 by 4. 0 plus 1 by 4 is 1 by 4. Next, what is x2? x0 plus 2h. So 0 plus 2 into h. 2 into 1 by 4. So 2 into 1 by 4 is what? 2 by 4. Next is x3, which is x0 plus 3h. So which is 3 into h, which is 3 into 1 by 4. Next is x4. So which is x0 plus 4h. So 0 plus 4 into 1 by 4. 4 by 4. Now these are 4 strips. 0 to 1 by 4, 1 by 4 to 2 by 4, 2 by 4 to 3 by 4, 3 by 4 to 4 by 4. These are 4 strips. Now 0, let us simplify this one first. 0 as it is, 1 by 4. Now 2 by 4 is nothing but 1 by 2, 3 by 4, 4 by 4 is 1. Now these are the points, or these are the strips. 0 to 1 by 4 is 1 strip. 1 by 4 to 2, 1 by 2 is 1 strip. Next is 3 by 4 and this is 1. Now 1 by 2 to 3 by 4 is 1 strip and 3 by 4 to this is 1 strip. Now you can see here there are 4 strips. But points are how much here? 5 points. Now these points are nothing but what? Ordinates. 0, 1 by 4, 1 by 2, 3 by 4 and 1. These 5 points are nothing but, or values are nothing but ordinates. So by data what we have? Y is equal to nothing but what? 1 divided by 1 plus x square. By using the value of x, we will find y. So first at x is equal to 0, at x is equal to 0, what is our value of y? 1 divided by 1 plus 0 square, which is 1. So at x is equal to, next value is 1 by 4, then y is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus 1 by 4 whole square. Put the values of x in this y. So this is nothing but, if you simplify this one, what will you get? 16 by 17. Next, if x is equal to 1 by 2, what we will get? Y is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus 1 by 2 whole square, which is 4 by 5. If x is equal to, next, 3 by 4, then y is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus 3 by 4 whole square, which is 16 by 25. Next, if x is equal to 1, then y is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus 1 square, which is 1 by 2. Now let us construct the table here. So table should be, first is x row and next is y row. Y is nothing but what here? 1 divided by 1 plus x square. So for x is equal to 0 here, for x is equal to 0, what is the value of y? 1. Next, for x is equal to 1 by 4, value of y is 16 by 17. And for x is equal to 1 by 2, y is 4 by 5. For x is equal to 3 by 4, y is 16 by 25. For x is equal to 1, y is 1 by 2. This is our required table. Now, first value of y is nothing but this is y0. This is y0 and this is y1. Next is y2. After that y3 and last one is y4. So all these values are, we have to put in. Next, what they asked to find? What they asked to apply here? Simpson's 1/3 rule. Let us write the formula first here. Simpson's 1/3 rule is given as, where n is equal to 4. So integration from 0 to 1, 1 divided by 1 plus x square dx is, what is the formula? In general we will write at first. Integration from a to b y dx is given as h by 3 y0 plus yn plus 4 into y1 plus y3 plus and so on, yn minus 1 plus 2 into y2 plus y4 plus and so on, yn minus 2. This is our general Simpson's formula. So for integration from 0 to 1 dx divided by 1 plus x square, we have h is, what we have h? 1 by 4 divided by this 3 into, what is our y0 here? You can see in the table, y0 is 1 plus yn is nothing but here what? Why not? First we write, this is in terms of this y1, y2 to y4. So yn is nothing but what? N is equal to 4. So yn is y4 plus 4 into y1 plus y3, because we have up to here y4 terms. So here it is up to y1 plus y3. Next what we have up to it is n minus 1. What is our n here? 4. 4 minus 1 is what? 3. So up to 3 it is. Next plus 2 into y2 plus what we have up to here? N minus 2. What's our n here? 4. So 4 minus 2 is 2. So up to it is 2. So it is 2. Now put all the values here. So h is 1 by 3. Sorry, 1 by 4. 1 by 4 by 3 is nothing but 1 divided by 12. Now what is our y0 here? 1 plus y4 is 1 by 2 plus 4 into, what is our y1 here? 16 by 17. Next y3 is 16 by 25 plus 2 into, what is our y2 here? 4 by 5. If you simplify this one, we will get 1 by 12 as it is. 1 plus 1 by 2 is 3 by 2 plus 4 into, this is nothing but 42 by 4. Wait, I'll take 16 outside. So 16 into 4 is 64 into 42 by 425 plus next is 8 by 5. Next after simplification we will get 0.7854. So our required answer is integration from 0 to 1 dx by 1 plus x square is 0.7854. So this is our required value. Let us solve another example, that is on Simpson's. We apply now Wedel's rule. Here I have taken another example. Evaluate integration from 0 to 1 x divided by 1 plus x square dx by Wedel's rule taking 7 ordinates. You can see here they gave, we have to take 7 ordinates. What is our interval? First let us divide the interval here. What is the interval? 0 to 1. We have to divide this interval in 7 ordinates. So ordinate means what here? In this interval we must have to divide this interval by 6 equal parts. This is our 0 to 1 interval. As I told that ordinates means the values or points. So parts are different from ordinates. So 7 ordinates they gave, and we have discussed that important note for Wedel's rule is our n should be multiple of 6. So that we have to keep in mind. So 7 ordinates means we should have 7 points. 0 to 1 we should have 7 points but 6 parts. As I told, if we have n parts, then we should have n plus 1 values or n plus 1 ordinates. Now here how many ordinates are there? 7 ordinates are there. So our n is what? 6. So parts should be 6. So we divide this interval 0 to 1 by 6 equal parts. So our n is here 6. What is our length here? Length of each part? Length of each part is given as h is equal to, b minus a divided by n. So what is our b here? 1 minus a is 0 divided by n is 6. So our width is 1 by 6 at n is equal to 6. Therefore the points of division are, that is x is what here? First it is 0. Next, because it is x naught is 0, first point x naught 0. Next, x1 is what? X naught plus h, 0 plus h, 0 plus 1 by 6. Next, x2 is x naught plus 2h. So, 0 plus 2 into h is 1 by 6. 2 by 6. 0 plus, next is x3. 0 plus 3 by h, which is 3 by 6. Next is 4 by 6. 5 by 6. Last is 6 by 6. You can see here 7 ordinates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ordinates. Let us simplify this one. X is equal to 0, 1 by 6. 2 by 6 is 1 by 3. 3 by 6 is 1 by 2. 4 by 6 is 2 by 3. 5 by 6. 6 by 6 is 1. So, our interval is this one, 0 to 1. Now we divide this one as 1 by 6, 1 by 3, 1 by 2, 2 by 3, 5 by 6. Now 0, 1 by 6, 1 by 3, 1 by 2, 2 by 3, 5 by 6 to 1. These all are ordinates. 0 to 1 by 6, 1 by 6 to 1 by 3, 5 by 6 to 1. These all are 6 parts. These all are 6 parts. So, for the values of x, let us find the corresponding value of y. What is our y here? By the data, y is nothing but x divided by 1 plus x square. This is our y. Now, for values of x, corresponding values of y are given as, directly we can find in tabular column also here. For x is equal to 0, y is nothing but here 0 divided by 1 plus 0 square, which is 0. So, this is our what? Y naught, first value. Next, for x is equal to 1 by 6, y is nothing but 1 by 6 divided by 1 plus 1 by 6 whole square, which is nothing but what here? 6 by 37. This is our y1. For x is equal to 1 by 2, y is given as 1 by 2, next point is 1 by 3 it is. 1 by 3 divided by 1 plus 1 by 3 whole square, which is 3 by 10. This is our y2. Next, x is 1 by 2. So, for 1 by 2 it is 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 2 whole square, which is 2 by 5. This is y3. Next, for x is equal to 2 by 3. Y is given as 2 by 3 divided by 1 plus 2 by 3 whole square, which is nothing but here 6 by 13. This is our y4. Next, for x is equal to what? Next value is 5 by 6. So, y is equal to what? 5 by 6 divided by 1 plus 5 by 6 whole square, which is given as 30 by 61. This is our y5. And for x is equal to 1, y is 1 divided by 1 plus 1 square, which is 1 by 2. This is our y6. Now put all the values in Wedel's rule. So for first let us write Wedel's rule. So in general it is given as integration from a to b, y dx is equal to 3h divided by 10 into y0 plus 5 y1 plus y2 plus 6 y3 plus y4 plus 5 y5 plus y6. This is our Wedel's rule or Wedel's formula. Now put all the values here. So integration from 0 to 1, x divided by 1 plus x square dx is given as 3 by 10 into, what is our h here? H is, you can see here, h is 1 by 6. H is 1 by 6. So put the value here. H is 1 by 6. What is our y0? y naught is, what we got here, y naught is 0. So y naught is 0 plus 5 into y1 is 6 by 37. Next plus 6 into, next is y2. y2 is 3 by 10 plus 6 into y3 is 2 by 5 plus y4 is 6 by 13 plus 5 into y5 is 30 by 61 plus y6 is 1 by 2. Now simplify this one. We will get, now this is 3 1s are 3 2s are 1 by 20. This is 30 by 37 plus 3 by 10 plus 12 by 5 plus 6 by 13 plus this is 150 divided by 61 plus 1 by 2. If you simplify this one, you will get value is 0.3466. Therefore, integration from 0 to 1 x divided by 1 plus x square dx is given as 0.3466. This is our required value.